What's going on, Thunder fans? Welcome back, Thunder Forum Live, as we discuss tonight's victory. Thunder win 99-83 over the Suns in a game that was another low-scoring game. I mean, for the Thunder, as far as defensively, great performance again, but at the same time, was it a great performance or was it such a bad shooting performance from Phoenix? They were awful. I mean, they couldn't hit anything, Jerm. I don't know if you were able to catch it. They were not good. Booker started off really slow, was getting frustrated by Dort, even shoved him and got an offensive foul. But, man, you could tell they're without Bradley Beal, without Kevin Durant, and it showed. But the Thunder, on the other hand, I wouldn't say that the Thunder played particularly well, really offensively specifically. I mean, they only shot at 25% from three-point line tonight, only 39% overall. But they held Phoenix to 29% shooting in NBA games. Wild. And 24% from the three-point land. So just a game that, Booker, 2 of 10. He made 2 field goals tonight. Jeez. But the Thunder win 99-83. Thunder now still undefeated without Chet Holmgren. So good to see, man. It's all you can do. You got the Mavs next. So
we talked about the other night with 2 games coming in. You got, they had Nurkic, and they can definitely rebound, but Thunder win the rebounding battle tonight, 53-50. And I tell you, a large part of that, SGA had 28 points, but also had, I want to say 6 boards, 4 assists, or something like that.
Yeah.
Lou Dort, 9 rebounds. J-Dub high on the boards. I mean, they had a lot of guys getting a lot of rebounds, and it says Cason Wallace had something like 6 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, or something, 3 assists. I mean,
yeah,
that's the thing about this Thunder team. Colin says small ball lineup superior. The small ball lineup, even when they're playing small, they have guys who can easily score, rebound, and get assists. So they're really just packing. They are filling up the stat line, guys.
Well, and they were all over Nurkic when he caught the ball. They were just surrounding him. It's almost like when you watch those the college basketball games when someone has a dominant center and they just collapse on him. That's what they were doing. But Booker was getting so frustrated with Dort, it wasn't even funny. Love to see it. I mean, Dort and the Thunder shot, they didn't shoot very good from the three-point line, and they still dominated this game. I mean, it wasn't even a game. It was in the new court. What do you think about the court, Jerm?
I don't like it. I've said it before, dude. I don't like it.
Now, I'd love to talk to somebody who was there in person to see if in person, is it better than it comes across on TV? I think on TV it's hard to maybe
dark.
It's dark. It's hard to kind of see. In person, it might not be that way, Jerm. So
it's again, I'm a traditionalist.
You're an old man.
I think that looks like something you'd see on MTV.
Well, hey, Kyla, the fight is freezing up on everybody. That's why we just decided to get on this live now, because the Netflix feed is awful. It's pathetic. Good thing I'm not paying for it, though. Very distracting. Very distracting, Coconut Greg says. So, hey, you know what? Cleveland tonight. Did you see them? They dominated 144 points. They scored 49 points in the first quarter. Are they legit? I keep saying they're not legit, but maybe they are.
They're legit, Jay.
They're not legit to be able to compete with Boston.
Jay, I'm not saying they're not.
Really? You think they're that good? Okay. I just
they have a lot of pieces that really not a lot of people know about, as do the Thunder guys. The Thunder tonight, Isaiah Joe was a lot better tonight.
Yeah. Well, he still was 2 for 6, but
a lot better offensively.
Hey, do you think
Lou Dort's going to get 9 boards? You're not losing a game.
Yeah, and that's another thing. If you watch the game, the hustle plays, the 50-50 balls, they got all of them. I mean, it's almost like Phoenix didn't want to be there. But is the Thunder, do they have the deepest bench in the NBA, in your opinion?
No.
You don't think they do?
I like the Thunder bench.
I think they might, man.
Well, until you get it, you got to have a better big coming off the bench.
But they're deep, man. They're so deep. I mean, A.J. Mitchell.
They're deep. They're the deepest team, Jay, but they're not the best.
That's what I asked you. You said no. You just said no.
You said, are they the best bench? I say no.
No, I say, are they the deepest?
They're deep. They're not the best. And this game tonight, Phoenix had no Bradley Beal, no KD. This is a game you couldn't lose, and they didn't lose it. They win 99-83 in a game that the score it was much closer than it actually was. It wasn't that close of a game. It wasn't a 16-point game. But things I take away again right now with Chet Holmgren out, I take away these three things, dude. SGA, J-Dub, and Lou Dort. Game changers.
Yeah, they are, and they're going to have to continue to play this way. Here's a crazy stat for you. They are undefeated since Eddie did that. You're correct. Here's a crazy stat, and I don't know how you improve this because Phoenix went to the line 40 times. The Thunder went to the line 18 times. And this isn't the first time this has happened. It's been a trend. But what's weird is the Thunder drive it to the rack a lot. So they're driving the ball. You can't say they're being passive. Is it one of those things you just don't think they're getting the calls, or do you think they're more physical on defense and they're getting called? I do think they're a pretty physical defensive team. So I think that's part of it. But
when you play small ball, a lot of times that can translate or equivocate into more fouls because, you're getting after it defensively. Obviously, down in the paint, you're not able to go up and contest as well if you're in small ball lineups. I thought Kendrick was good tonight.
He gave him some good minutes. He didn't really shoot the ball well, but I thought Dang played okay when he was in there. I like Dang defensively.
He had 5 rebounds, Jay. He got after it.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a unicorn out there, a little bit different. He can move.
Unicorn.
He's kind of a different player, like with his arm length. I'm just saying, not like it doesn't look like the actual animal unicorn, John. I'm saying he's a different style. He's playing on the perimeter, but he's got such long reach and everything. So
I think Dang's figuring some things out in the NBA.
I do too.
I thought he was going to be a big time trade commodity or something that would be packaged into a deal or another just kind of a player. I am starting to change my tune on him.
AD says Coach Dagnall said he feels they're not getting the calls after people made a big deal about Shai's free throw attempts a few games ago. The refs have held their whistle these last couple games. That's true. I think that's
point again.
Stars. He is a star.
A foul is 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 a foul. Why does it matter who it is, when it occurs?
It's the NBA. It always matters. It always matters in the NBA. But Thunder didn't really shoot the ball well, and they still win by, what are we saying, 16 points here. So, Great performance. It's another win. They got the Mavericks coming in on Sunday night. That'll be an interesting game because so far the centers they've played against with Chet out, you wouldn't say any of them are guys that they can beat you. Very athletic. Nurkic tonight, he's a big dude, but he's not athletic.
He's not going to out athletic.
And J-Dub was pounding on me. He's pushing on him pretty hard. So I give it up to J-Dub. But you know what I do think sometimes that can lead to is when you're putting in that much effort and physicality on defense against somebody, I think it affects your offense a little bit. And AD is 1,000% correct on this. It's going to be Lob City on Sunday night.
Likely, Jay. But
as in lively? No.
But OKC's got guys who can jump above the rim. They're not playing. Dallas isn't the Giants versus the Looney Tune characters in Space Jam. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, it'd be if they can win Sunday night, it'd be massive. So looks like we got a caller on the line. Let's get to Jackson. What's up, Jackson?
What's up, guys? Hey, I think I have found out the word to describe the Thunder team this year. I think I have figured out the word.
Hit us with it.
And, before I say it, I think it's something that you guys are going to agree with actually very, very well. It's something that we saw a lot of last year. The word is resiliency. Resilient. I think this Thunder team, no matter the adversity they face, they always find so many ways to respond with them. Yes, having the experience, but they are still a young team in a sense. And with them having no centers, with how, there's an argument that in some areas they're playing much better on the defensive side of the ball than they were with Chet. But also the rim protection is not there. But I think the resiliency of this team is just.
Wait.
What?
First, resilient. They lost Chet. It's tough. Hartenstein and Chet. Outside of that, on the court, they haven't really had to face a lot of resiliency. They've been so good. Second of all,
no, Jeremy, I'm saying that because the impact Chet Holmgren has, and they're still finding ways to dominate teams.
But listen, when you talk about the defense, I've got to say this: Bradley Beal and KD did not play. Who'd they play the other night? Pelicans.
Zion.
They're playing injury decimated teams, and there's no way of knowing how good the defense is. I think I agree with AD. I'm not going to sit here and say their defense is better without Chet. I don't know if you're trying to pick that, Jackson.
I'm not going to say that either. I'm not going to say that.
Hey, here's the thing, though, Jackson.
What have they done that's been resilient? I guess is my question.
Dominate teams without a top 5 center in the NBA.
Hey, Jackson, did you watch it tonight?
I watched a little bit of the game, yes.
Here's what I'll say. I watched almost all of it. Here's what I'll say. I think the Thunder were really good tonight. But on defense, they were – I think on defense they were good. But Phoenix missed a bunch of shots that they would usually miss.
Phoenix isn't any good without KD and Bradley Beal.
Phoenix had some open looks, and they couldn't hit anything. They were bad. So I do think – now talk to me Sunday night. If they beat the Mavs and – well, here's the thing, though. What you're right about if you want to use the term resilience and to say that they've lost Chet and they haven't lost yet. I mean, that's they didn't cry about it. They didn't pout about it. They went out there and they took care of business. If that's what you're saying, I would agree with you.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying.
I agree with that. They've taken care of business so far, and that's what they got to do.
Taking care of business.
Hey, you got to win. You got to win these games like this. Period.
Yep, I agree. And I think their matchup versus Dallas is gonna be very telling on, I think, maybe in a sense how much or maybe how good the Thunder are defensively as a team, kind of on the perimeter. I would say, obviously they're still more than likely going to get dominated on the boards because they don't have any size. But I think if they can take away guys like Luka and Kyrie and Clay and make things hard, I think the Thunder should win the game.
Hey, I know Jay has said, and we haven't had a Thunder Forum live since you told me this, Jay, but you say there's a guy right now that Thunder could go get. The fans would love him. And
yeah, but it's
Dwight Howard. Is that who you mean?
Well, Dwight Howard obviously put his name in the hat to come play for the Thunder. I had another name. Enes Kanter.
No, dude. When was the last time you stepped foot on an NBA court?
I don't know what he's doing right now. I have no clue. He's probably not in basketball shape. I was just making the comment.
Andre Drummond would be great.
Do you think Howard? Are you in on Howard?
I wouldn't be opposed to Dwight Howard. Just like whenever I said that a while ago, he can get rebounds, he can block some shots, and he's won a championship.
Yeah, Enes Freedom. Sorry, Steven. Sorry, that's his new. Sorry.
You do not need anyone except a rebounder and a shot blocker.
Exactly, and that's what Dwight Howard would do. Do you guys think the Thunder are gonna? Beat Dallas? Not upset. I was gonna say upset.
No, they're not beating Dallas on Sunday.
Really? You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Why?
I actually think they will because
I don't think they'll beat Dallas.
I don't know. I know it's still early in the season, but I don't know if Dallas has it defensively like they did last year.
Well, we're gonna find out. I think they've missed some pieces from last year, but they're still really good.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun matchup. Yep. See you guys.
See you, man. Yeah, I know the Enes thing wouldn't happen. I was just kind of joking around when I said it. I don't know why John brought it up.
What was the biggest thing in the game tonight, Jay, that stood out to you as a Thunder
fan? I mean, when Shai went out after the first quarter, the Thunder went on a stretch where they couldn't score. And you look up and they're still up by 15, 12 points. Part of that is because Phoenix couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. I mean, they were bad. So, but part of that was the Thunder too. So, looks like we got Greg on the line. What's up, Greg?
Hey, just a big shout out to the Sooner Surge coming in clutch every night. Way better than Netflix. I don't know what's going on here, but you guys
Hey,
come in strong, loud and clear every night. Thank you so
hey,
much.
Greg, are you trying? I tried to get it on my phone just a bit ago. It's still not loading. Is it loading for you at all?
No, so I've tried on multiple tablets, a phone, a computer, and my television, and I can't even get it to play like 20 minutes in the past.
It's
They
It's
may
ridiculous.
not
something
even fight, guys. It may be all a farce.
at this point, yeah, who knows?
Well, I'm on Twitter. Kind of Twitter will tell me what happened. That's
True.
you can count on Twitter probably, but AD says it's better now. Now who knows? They dropped the ball, didn't they, Greg? Didn't they?
Oh, big time. They may
How,
not get another chance at a big live event again with
you're
as
right.
bad as it's been. Yeah.
How long have they been talking about this fight now? Year,
Mu
right?
ye ex
I mean, it's
Yeah.
been forever. Like, how do you have this problem happen? And you know what? I don't know if you were. I did watch it a little bit earlier when was able to get it when Jerry Jones was talking. I don't know if you caught that, but just hearing him. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, first off, but hearing him talk about Jerry World and why he built Jerry World, and it's just like that's
Yeah,
all.
it's weird.
That's all he cares about is Jerry World.
Yeah.
Give the Cowboys some. Get a championship, bud. That's what I want.
Yeah. It's strange, and it how do I phrase this? I feel like the production value of this was low. Like, they just kinda put some random celebrities together to
Yes, I
commentate as
agree.
well. It's
It's
like it's so
What does Michael
strange.
Irvin know about boxing?
Exactly. Yeah, good question.
Rosie Perez?
hey, she was
Listen,
great in
White
White
Men
Man.
Can't Jump. How
White
old
Man
is that movie, Germ? Since the last time I saw Rosie Perez.
yeah. Yeah, well, we just all we need now is Woody Harrelson and
Yeah,
Wesley Snipes or whoever to jump in
Exactly.
and go ringside. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways,
Hey,
from that silly topic. Oh, you're about to say, Jerem, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I appreciate the compliment that you gave us.
Oh, you're welcome. The point I was gonna make here is it really bums me out about Chet. I hate to say this, but I don't think he's actually going to be in the NBA very long. He just got here and he's had two really pretty serious injuries. One that kept him out an entire season, and this now. If we're going to do something with him, we need to do it as soon as he gets back because if his body seems to be breaking down right before our eyes, sadly, and he's
Yeah,
so good, it bums me out. Yeah.
So you're thinking if you're going to trade one, that's the one.
no, he's what
No, I'm saying,
Greg's saying. You got to win a
yeah,
ship with him now.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I thought you meant when he comes back, you need to get rid of him.
Oh, well, I haven't thought about that, but I mean, I don't think Presti would do that. But
No,
is that on the table? I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't think
think
Maybe.
it is.
so.
Greg, the phrase you just said is the exact phrase I'm using. It bums me out because I don't think there's a more likable teammate and an encouraging teammate. Even after he goes down with the hip injury, he's in the hospital bed tweeting out about. I mean, I don't know if you saw that tweet. This dude's a class act. You want him on your side, but man, it does seem to be kind of the thing in the window in the NBA. If it's this big today for a championship, tomorrow it's like you're stuck. This for every team. This isn't just the Thunder. The walls are moving in. They're moving in
Yep.
because you don't have a lot of time to win one.
No. Well, good thing is the bench seems to be deep enough that they're playing pretty well without him. How much that will last over the length of a season, we'll see. But I think they've adjusted pretty well to missing him here. But I'm
Yeah.
optimistic about the season. Do I think they'll win the championship? Probably not. But hey, you never know. But yeah,
That's
this
right.
is the time to do it. I mean, best chance I think they've had in a while.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm with you. Appreciate
Appreciate
it,
it,
Greg.
Coconut Greg. Hopefully Netflix gets rolling for you.
Don't count on that. But yeah, we'll all watch it in reruns and talk about it another time, I guess.
That's
See
right.
ya.
That's right.
Have a
See
good
ya.
night. Hey,
Hey,
Jay,
yeah.
I wanted to say something about what Greg was saying and alluding to with, that window that you have uh, in the NBA. I think the Thunder are to the point. It used to be, man, you got to play well enough. You got to get the 8 seed. You got to be the 6 seed. You got to get in the playoffs. Then it became, okay, you got to kind of, get to you just got to win enough to get in the playoffs and get a good matchup so that you can win a couple rounds, get in the conference finals. I think the Thunder are to the point now where it's the regular season. I mean, am I wrong in saying this, Jay? It's to the point now where Thunder fans are, okay, let's get a great seed and then let's go make a run. And these regular season games, I think, you get what I'm saying, Jay? It's almost to that point.
Well, I think the NBA is so much more than where you're finished seeding. It's more about who you're playing in the playoffs. Matchups. And here's what this does do. I think if you want to spin a positive to the Chet injury, there isn't one, but what I'll say is this. It's going to give a lot of these guys like these kind of like Jada, and you can go through the list. Guys are going to have to play different. They're going to have to score a lot of points without Chet. They're going to have to be more aggressive probably. They're going to trust other guys that you wouldn't maybe – guys that came off the bench today that you're giving the ball to, like Wiggins is going to get a lot of run. You saw Mitchell get a lot of run tonight. You got Case. It's going to help the team in general as far as they're all playing more minutes. They're trying to figure things out. But it's going to be how they react when Chet comes back. I think that's going to be the big deal, especially Hartenstein. Hartenstein's going to get going here in a few weeks, and he's going to be doing it without Chet. And then what happens when Chet comes in, trying to fit him back into this puzzle? I think that's why I think you don't need to rush him back. If you can continue to win games like this.
They're not rushing him back.
Yeah, you win these games, you finish with a decent seed, and you bring him back, and then you try to work it in with Hartenstein and all that. And then by the time the playoff comes around, you're ready to roll with everybody. That's the hope.
Yeah, I mean.
They got to shoot better, though. They got to shoot better than they did tonight.
You got A-Dub, you got C-Dub, you got K-Dub, you got J-Dub, you got the other.
It's like the CW.
You got
CW on TV.
You got C-Dub.
And I would agree with Platone on this. Like, when he comes back, slowly bring him back until playoffs. I mean, you can kind of ramp it up.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Playoffs.
That's right. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
So,
what else, Jay?
I don't think. I mean, I think we've pretty much covered it. It's a good victory for the Thunder. A game that I think when you heard here's the facts. When you heard that Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal weren't playing, you thought got to win this game.
Feast,
and got to win. Feast. And man, Shai put some moves on some guys tonight. Had no shot. When he got
guys in the blender, Jay.
When he got the rookie on him, it was like attack mode, and he took that dude to school a few times. So gotta love that. Hot take: Aaron Wiggins will be the why OKC makes the finals. It could be. I mean, he's a good player. I'm really liking what I see from Dang too. I think Dang can be really good down the road.
He can be a valuable.
Hey, here's what we haven't talked about: guys like AJ Mitchell, Dang. We could go down the list. Some of these guys, you're fooling yourselves if you think they're going to keep every one of these players. So some of these guys that play well, it's even better for you for trade bait later on.
But we don't even know what this Thunder team really is going to look like because Hartenstein hadn't even played yet.
That's right. And he looked better in warm-ups. He's starting to I'm ready to see him out there.
I am too. I want to see what he adds. I want to see what he adds. But I know guys, again, what is the Thunder Forum Live? The Thunder Forum Live is a station for the fans, by fans, where we will be on here every night that the Thunder have a game, okay? It'll usually be around this 10:30 time slot, as we'll do a Thunder Forum Live. We'll go 20 to 30 minutes each night, getting your takes. And, again, if you miss it live, you can always check it out after the fact. But the Thunder get it done tonight, 99-83 in OKC in their new court, one that I wasn't a fan of. It was about as bad as Netflix, I think, Jay, but there's a lot of people who love it.
Yeah, a lot of people like it. I think you get a mixed bag on that. A lot of people like it. A lot of people hate it. But, hey, it's a win for the Thunder. Big game on Sunday. Big game. Huge game Sunday with Dallas coming into town. We'll see what happens Sunday night. If you can watch the fight, get off here, watch the fight. I'm rooting for Tyson tonight. I don't even know if it's started yet. I hope not, but I'm hoping Tyson wins this. It's kind of like taking me back. Man, remember the Tyson Punch-Out game? Was that one of the best games ever?
Oh, it was great, Jay.
Can't beat it, man. Can't beat it. Yeah.
More push-offs. Sunday night or this last year's World Cup?
Oh, Sunday night, there'll be a lot.
There'll be a lot of push-offs Sunday night as Luka Doncic will be feasting on push-offs, okay? But he's entering the torture chamber. It's not a good place to be.
No, Booker found that out tonight.
Danger zone when you enter the torture chamber. Just ask Devin Booker. It did not end well, and I hope the torture chamber is in lockdown mode against Luka Doncic. We'll be here to cover it all that night. So make sure you have subscribed to our channel, which is the Sooner Surge. This was a Thunder Forum Live. Happy Friday. We'll see you on Sunday night.
See you next time.